So yet again, we see an absolute judge's butcher in a UFC fight night between Kai Kara-France and Amir Albazi. What a surprise. And ladies and gentlemen, it's become more consistent. We've been seeing it since the start of the UFC. At the end of the day, I feel like judging criteria is very subjective. At the end of the day, it's vague. There's no specific criteria we could count on. Some people value takedowns. Ground control time, significant strikes. It all depends. Center control, how aggressive a fighter is. At the end of the day, we all have the way we judge fights. Now, my problem is when you have a split decision win, right? And I think it was a really close fight. When you look at the striking, Kai Kara-France blew Amir Albazi out of the water. But at the end of the day, you got to win individual rounds. And to say that we had 49, 48 rounds is accurate. But Kai Kara-France clearly takes round 4 and 5. If you have a judge who gives the first 3 rounds to Amir Albazi, you take it. It is what it is. But the fact is that we have a special judge that's very known for butchering fights who scored it 10-9 for Amir Albazi, and that's ultimately what changed the decision, and Kai Kara-France gets robbed of a decision. And that's why I agree with everyone who's come out and said it's a robbery. You know, we have a friend in Israel Adesanya who says that judges should now get questioned, and I'm not opposed to it. You gotta have the UFC do something about this because it's been consistent, and in the last couple years, we have the Sugar Show, what I believe is a steal over Piotr Jan. You have Patty Pimlet with a clear steal and robbery against Jared Gordon. And then my most recent and shocking one, because there's countless ones, was actually Corey Sandhagen against Chito Vera. My inconsistency issue there is that you have a fighter who wins the fight in one judge's scorecard 50-45, which in the general population, that's what we scored. At 50-45, maybe you got a 49-46 because you gave Cheeto a round, but let's be honest, it was a clear sweep. But one of the other judges scored it for Cheeto Vera at all. You have 3-2 in rounds. It makes no sense. So my question is, what do you guys think the UFC needs to do about this? What can the president, Dana White, start? Do we start firing judges? Do we bring in judges who are actually fighters and know the game? It's too much of a liability, and at the end of the day, we're robbing guys of their hard work, the hours they put in, the years they put in, the sacrifice it is. And someone like Kai Kara-France, you are at the top of your game. You've taken some tough losses, and he's working his way back up into championship contention. And you lose to Amir Albazi, and he's the star, and all of a sudden it's gone. Nobody remembers close fights. It's not what happens. Nobody remembers you got robbed. Nobody counts that. It's a tally on the loss column. And so let me know what you guys think. Be sure to subscribe. Go check out my Instagram, my TikTok. I'm going to be doing more of these short form videos. And of course, MMA Casual out.